Hello, hello. This is Found Patterns from Nature, a couple of leafy patterns, and then a tiny little leopard print. So we're going to use this tonight. We're going to use the leopard print, okay? And this right here is the rustic round from my shop. And of course I've got some cutouts in front of me. So we're going to make a little spring sign. Let's see if I can get my life together here real quick. All right, so I'm gonna set that to the side because we gotta paint all of this stuff first, okay? So there's some flowers, the umbrella, super cute little umbrella, and am I in the right place? First of all, firstly, okay, I don't know if I am or not, but I'm gonna go. I don't know how to do this. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing here, y'all. My page switched over to the new experience the other day, like 2 days ago, and I literally don't know how to find anything on it, okay? So if I miss a message or something else like that, so we're gonna use this color, this purple Concord Grape, and of course, my favorite little painting method, just my little makeup sponge. Here I am. I don't know why I couldn't find myself, but here I am. All right, so we're gonna use a makeup sponge and Concord Grape. It looks like we're gonna need a couple layers here, but that's okay. I think this is gonna be pretty. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Joni. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Karen and Sandra. Hi, Mommy. How are you? Hey, Donna. Isn't it so cute? I'm glad you like it, Donna. All right, so let's see. Yeah, definitely gonna need more than one layer. This is apple barrel paint, and I shook it up pretty good. It's been sitting in my craft room for a minute, so it's not super great coverage. I do like this paint a lot, however. Hi, Lori, because it's cheap, and it works just as good as any other acrylic paint, and it's like a quarter of the price. So I'm happy about that. All right, and plus I buy it in these enormous containers and then I put them in those squirt bottles, and that is awesome too. Plus I don't really have a good purple chalk color like this, so I gotta work with what I got. All right, so what's going on tonight? I hope y'all had a great Friday. I sure did. I was not that busy today at work, which was great. I love a good Friday that's like slow. It makes me so happy, y'all. Yeah, I love this color too. I think it's going to be perfect for this little umbrella. Hi, Deborah. So keyword tonight is umbrella. You can post it right here in the comments and get the link to get all of the supplies for this project. Okay. The cutouts, of course, will ship separately from the transfer and the rustic round, but I think y'all are going to love this one. And I sure do love using the rustic round to make door hangers. I know y'all see me do it all the time, but I think I might have a new favorite. And I said that about the bird one that I did a week or so ago, but I'm loving this, and I'm really excited about this purple umbrella. Like, this is my favorite color, so there's that. Yeah, like a good one like this. Now we do have, what's it called? Shimmer Plum, which I think that's gonna stick around with the launch. I think it's coming back because it's in the catalog. I have not gotten that confirmed yet, but we're gonna see on February 2nd. And then there's a new shimmer purple that's also been, I think it's a shimmer. It's kind of a lighter color than than Shimmer Plum. And then of course there's Wisteria. That's more of a grayish, lighter purple. But I'm really missing Regal. We really need, I don't know if y'all remember that one, but that was a really dark, deep purple. I just set my hand in paint. So that's good. Already getting messy. All right. So I think we're getting pretty good over here. Now, the coverage is not super great on this, but I'm actually kind of digging it. That it's not like perfect. Now, there are a few places that I do want to touch up a little bit. It's kind of hard to see with the light in here because my ring light kind of shines in my eyeballs. It's so bright in here, I know. Yeah, I know. That's why I was lifting it up, because it's hard to see. All right. I have one more little place right here. And I'm going to let this dry and then see how I like it. Maybe we'll do one more layer while after it's completely dry. But in the meantime, I have plenty of other cutouts that we need to quickly paint. And y'all, this little makeup sponge hack works awesome. Okay, so there's my umbrella. Okay, I have all my other pieces here stuck to this huge piece of cardboard just to make it easier on me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just start with the easy stuff. Yeah, it's holes. It does have holes in it, but I did have a spot that was looking a little bare. So I'm going to use this, what is this? Adirondack Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint for the words. Now, I might have to go over them twice, but the letters spell out Hello Spring with kind of a fun cursive font, and then a nice, like, really skinny lowercase font I'm liking a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to pat this on, and then we'll probably come back to these and do another layer of the white, because white never covers perfectly from the start. I got a little too much paint on this thing. That's okay. We can make it work. I should have probably dabbed it off, but you know, I'm a messy painter. It's horrible. Let me see if I can. Got like a little much there going on, so there, that'll do. Okay. Let's dab it first, okay? And if we have to come back, we can always come back and add more, okay? And likely we will have to, because like I said, the white just is great coverage, but usually it needs 2 coats. I mean, most paints do on these cutouts anyways. Hi, Alma. I don't know if I said hi to you a second ago. I was distracted because the light in here is so freaking bright. There's like a million light bulbs in here, y'all. I swear. And they're all daylight bulbs. Plus, I do have a ring light right here that just like burns my eyeballs right out of my face. So, all right. Usually, like during the day, whenever I'm working, and my house is very dim all day long. I have a little lamp that I keep on my desk. But most of the time I don't keep all the lights on because it's just me and Dozer. And then I come in here and it's like daylight has hit at 8 p.m. every night. So, although all the light bulbs in my house are daylight bulbs too, so at least it's not like a huge change. I don't know if any of you have ever switched to daylight bulbs, but it's a huge difference in just the brightness. I remember whenever daylight bulbs first came out, my neighbors switched, and they changed all of the bulbs in their whole house and the one on their porch. And y'all, I'm telling you, it was like a beacon that you could see from outer space, okay? And then you walk into their house and it is so stinking bright. I mean, like, whoa, that is bright. That was blindingly bright. But now all my light bulbs are the daylight bulbs, and I prefer them. Just because it doesn't give you that yellowing effect, like in photos. And I was actually looking at the pictures of my old house, my house in Houston that I sold, and I really wish I had switched the bulbs out. Yeah, I prefer white bulbs for sure, more than the yellowish ones, because the pictures look horrible for my house in Houston whenever we sold it, because I didn't change any of the bulbs out. And that was a big mistake on my part. I should have opened this. I thought it was already open. Actually, you know what? I like this color, but I feel like I'm going to break my nail off trying to do that. Oh my God. So these have like a plastic liner in them because they're extra for whatever reason. And it's extremely hard to like get the lid off of them. I mean, like, seriously, this is aggressive, okay? Now, it's probably to keep them from leaking, and I get it. But, my gosh. These are the messiest paint lids, I swear, to take off. They are horrible. Okay. I'm leaving the rest of that around it because I'm not... But yeah, so I really, really wish that I had been into white bulbs back then, because now, in comparison, the pictures of my house, of this house, were so much better. All right, so this is the yellow color. I'm going to just use this for the little handle. Oh, that's going to be cute. And I'll probably come back and do another layer of this one too. All right. Yeah, I definitely will. So we'll set this one to the side. Yeah, I really like it a lot. And then whenever you take the pictures of your house, like to list it or whatever, it's an amazing difference. Okay, I really am afraid that I'm going to squirt one of these on myself one day because they get clogged. And it's a little scary. Okay. So if you get these bottles, I bought these on Amazon. They're great, okay? But they do get paint that dries in the tip if you don't use them all the time. Or shoot, maybe even if you do, I don't know. I don't use them that much to tell you. But every time, it's really scary. I did get some green, though. I think that one's Kelly Green. And again, just apple barrel paints, nothing fancy. So all of these flowers, I'm going to do the background of them with this Kelly Green, because each of them has a layered flower part, okay? So we're going to paint the flower parts a different color, but I figured I could do the background, the green, the whole thing, and call it a day, okay? So the only part that's going to show is going to be the leaves at the bottom, okay? But I do like to paint my entire, whatever my cutout is, if it has a background, I like to paint the whole thing, okay? Just in case if I glue it funky or something like that, then you don't see just bare wood poking through. Oh, I scared myself. I thought I messed up. Because I have all of these, the leaf parts in order of how they're going to be on the thing so that we can do the right colors on them. And I was talking, but I didn't mess up. So there's a first time for everything, I'm telling you. All right. Now, yes. And I do love the LED ones too, because they use less energy and they don't burn out as fast. Some of them that I have had here have been in my house since I moved in like 4 years ago. And I haven't had to change them out, which is super cool. Because like that's the worst. In fact, whenever I moved out of my old house, that's what I did. I went around and had to change out so many light bulbs, y'all. I ordered a huge thing, either from Lowe's or Amazon. I can't remember now, but I went around just like with a big box and had to switch out all the light bulbs for new ones, because there were so many that were burned out that you don't even, like, I guess I didn't ever pay attention enough to see that. But the ones in my house haven't really, I mean, I did have to switch out some of them. Like in those, you know, those bulbs or the covers that like, they have 2 light bulbs in them, and it has like a bubble thing over it. The shade part is like a bubble and it goes up on the ceiling. Those kind, they did have, those were the ones that were burned out mainly. But all the other ones have lasted a long time, and it's awesome. I love that, because light bulbs are expensive, y'all. Why are they so expensive? It's silly. Hi, Sue. I guess because now they last so long, but ugh, that's a huge expense to be doing all that. All right. So this Kelly green is a really nice green color. I'm liking that. Okay. I think we're good there. I'm going to just let this dry, and then we're just going to trim off where it's green, and then I can reuse it. Like, that's what I've done with this one about probably 3 times at least. Darn it, I meant to use that one for the white. That's okay. I'll use a new one. All right. I totally messed up my plan. Okay, so I picked some similar colors for the flowers. I have this pink color. Okay, this is fuchsia. Again, an apple barrel paint. And then this salmon coral. That is a home decor chalk paint. And I love this color. It's a pink, but kind of a reddish, coralish pink. And I really like it. So I think it will be nice to do both. So I'm going to do, these are in order of the way that they're going to sit on the umbrella. So I'm going to do 2 of them one color and 3 of them the other. So I think I'll do 2 of them in coral. And then I'll do the other 3 in fuchsia. And then that way they'll be alternating colors. This is going to be so stinking cute, y'all. Really excited about it. I saw this cut file earlier and I was just like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do there. I love it. And one of the new transfers that was released with Fresh Start has the little tiny leopard prints, which is, oh my gosh, so exciting. I love a good leopard print, and I never did before. It's kind of interesting that my taste has changed in probably the last year. I seriously never wore leopard print. I never purchased leopard print. I never even used it until the very end of its life at Chalk. And then one day I opened my eyes and I loved it. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But I do love it, and I'm so excited that they brought a tiny little leopard print out. And I think it's going to be perfect for that umbrella. I mean, honestly, I wish I had a little leopard print. Purple leopard print umbrella. I need it immediately. Hi, Shirley. How are ya? Okay, so we're going to do fuchsia next. Oh, I have one here. Okay, let's see if I can keep from squirting this all over myself or all over my table. It's terrifying, y'all. It's very scary. And then I end up squirting out, like, I don't need that much paint. My gosh. But that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You know that transfer, right? Oh, I guess I did. Wait. Okay, I'm doing it right. I thought I messed up my order, but it's actually, we're going to do 3 coral and 2 fuchsia, I guess. I know I said that backwards a minute ago, but I did my order wrong. I mean, my colors wrong, but that's okay. It'll be fine. I do like that coral a lot, so this will be great. All right. I am going to need a couple of coats of this one. But I'm going to go ahead and let it dry, and then I'm going to grab my umbrella really quick and bring that back over here so that I can do that one again. And let me see if I can get a little bit more of this color too. And maybe I'll do another layer of white while I have this in front of me, and then I will touch up the umbrella, and then we should be ready to put this thing together. I know it seems like it's a ton of pieces, and it is, but if you organize the way that you paint your stuff, that makes it a lot easier and less time consuming, okay? So I think it's helpful to do it like that. Let's do white. And then, I know I seem like I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm excited about this one. And I have been all day. Just like wanting to do this project. So, all right. And it's cold again here. We actually got reports that it was supposed to snow today. I don't think it actually snowed. I never saw it snow. But it's very confusing to me how last weekend when I left here to go to San Antonio, it was like 70 degrees here. And then I get to San Antonio, it's like 40 something degrees. And I'm going, okay, this is weird. It's backwards. And then I got home and it was very cold and it stayed cold and now it's cold, I guess. I don't know if this is fake winter, because we had like the most warm Christmas and, well, I guess Christmas it snowed, but like New Year's has been, since the new year has started, it has been so warm, which normally January is the coldest time of the year here. That's when it snows like every single weekend and all that. And I mean, we did get snow, but it was like right before Christmas. So I don't know what's happening with the weather. It's kind of making me crazy because like we have to keep going back and forth with the AC. And every time I think that I've got it figured out, then I don't. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't understand. And, you know, turning on my air conditioner, when it's the middle of winter is very confusing to me, okay? I think it's probably confusing to my air conditioner also. Poor little guy's just having to work his little rear off. Okay, let me see if, I think this might be dry enough that I can do another layer on these real quick. So, if you would like to do less layers of paint and get a really nice finish, you can always spray paint with a white spray paint prior to painting. That helps so much with these cutouts because it acts like a primer. Just regular, I use matte spray paint, okay? But that will help you and it'll make your paint a little bit brighter. Like this pink would be really, really way brighter than it is if I had spray painted, but I don't really have a great place to do that here, and I used to do it on my back porch, which would be fine, but it's very cold too outside, and so I feel like it's harder for the paint to dry. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like it is, and plus I messed up my table in the backyard by spray painting on it because I had a piece of cardboard that I would set. Yeah, so this is a little bit splotchy. I do want to redo or like do another layer here. I did mess up my table on my back porch, and every time I walk past it, I'm like, oh man, I really was stupid for doing that. So once we get moved, I think I'm going to refinish that table. It's like a wrought iron one. It's one of those really nice, super heavy ones. And it has 4 really nice heavy-duty chairs with it. And so I'm hoping the house that we buy has a really nice back porch that I was thinking about painting it like, I don't know, like a neon purple or a teal. I think teal would be really cool. And it would be easy to do it just with metal paint, you know? So, but yeah, I feel really sad that I spray painted on that table and didn't think about it, that it would have overspray, you know? And now that table is like destroyed looking. Yeah, I'm trying to, Veronica. So I currently live in Tennessee. I don't know how much of my story you know. I'm trying to get home to Texas. We had an offer and we got to the inspection and all that good stuff, and the buyer decided against it. So we're back to square one. My house is listed. I haven't had any showings since it went back on the market. But the market's kind of funky right now because interest rates are being silly. They're better than they were back in November when we first listed it, thank God. But it's kind of scary for people, you know. And I do know, you know, that things happen, and it's totally fine that our buyer decided against it. I want them to love this house as much as I do. And so I would rather not sell this house to somebody that's not going to love it, you know, that's going to hate it, because I don't hate this house. I love it so much. I know. Yeah. So that did happen like probably a week ago now. It's okay though. Oh, you know what? Let me do this part really quick. It's totally fine. I mean, things happen, you know, and like I said, I would rather them be really, really excited about it and, you know, love it than not, you know. And if they walked away at this point, that's good, because that means that there was something that they didn't like, and I don't know precisely what that was, but look how pretty that looks. But it happens, you know, so I'm okay. It'll be fine. It'll happen. Yeah, they're still there, Lori, and I really do believe that things happen for a reason, so there's got to be a reason why, and I'm just trying not to question it, you know. So I think it's fine, honestly. But it would be super cool if we could still close on the same day at the end of March that we were planning, because I was getting real jazzed up for that date, you know. So, yes, it sure is. And the interest rates have gone down an entire point since I listed my house. So that is an awesome sign right there. And maybe, so I was thinking about it today, and this is what I was thinking, is that maybe I needed to wait a little bit longer so that I can get a lower interest rate. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is going to be adorable. Okay, let's see if I can move all of that over there so that we can do the paste on this. And then we can get on with the rest of this. So this is surface wax. I know it's in a funny container. This one is, like, during COVID, we were having trouble finding suppliers for everything. So, like, some of our jars of paste have purple lids. Some have white lids. Some of them have black lids, like the ink and the paste. So, if you get a special jar like this, just know, it's still that good stuff, that white gold, you know, white gold. All right, so I am waxing this entire thing. Now, I'm trying not to go too much on here, but I do want to make sure that I wax it really well, okay? And I don't know how much of that. I don't think I'm going to do the handle. I think I'm actually going to tape that off. Isn't it so cute? It's going to be really cute. So we're going to use gold paste on this. I am going to tape this part off just so that I don't go over. You know how I am. I get a little wild sometimes whenever I'm chalking stuff. Okay, so this is a repeatable pattern, okay? So what that means is that it's a small, and this comes on a D size, so there's 4 different prints, okay, on this transfer. You can comment the word umbrella to get the link to get this project, okay? And you can take a look at that transfer, the transfer that this comes on. Super cute patterns, y'all. Some really nice spring ones. And I just love this little leopard print, so we're going to use it. And I don't know how much I'm going to fuzz this, actually, now that I've pulled this off of here. Maybe just once. I want it to be pretty sticky, not like where it's going to pull up my paint, but I do want it to have some stick on it. And now I have like a piece of paper or something on there. So let me just, grab my tweezers and get that little piece of paper off of there so that it doesn't cause a leak on my silk screen. So now we are going to have to repeat this. So I'm going to lay it down right here. And then I'm going to actually go right to the center here. So that I can just start again on the other side. And I think it's going to be real cute. So I think I'm going to actually tape off that part too. And then now I'm going to have to go out and find myself a purple umbrella with leopard print, with gold leopard print on it. Okay. Now, I just taped off this bottom part too so that the little top part of it is not gonna get paste on it, okay? So now we're gonna use Shimmer Gold, and I'm not an LSU fan, but I love this color combination, okay? I get ridiculed by my friends that don't like the like LSU, okay? And it's not a thing, all right? I don't even honestly really care about football. But that is not the intention of this, and I still want a gold and purple umbrella. I don't care. Okay. Just putting that out there. All right, so now, oh, I just love these transfers, y'all. The new ones, they're so slick, and I'm telling you what, I'm using like next to zero paste. It's amazing. It is amazing. And we're going to get this down, and then I'm going to have to dry it. And then we can line it up again and do the rest, okay? So, I don't think I'm going to even have to clean this transfer in between. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Look. I love that. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. Wow. That is super duper cute. So I want to dry it really well so that whenever I go to line it up again, I don't smudge it or anything like that. And it is shimmer paste, so it's going to take a minute to dry. And you just want to be patient and let that happen. But holy cow, I'm obsessed with this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, that's good. Now, this is a repeatable pattern. So, I'm just going to line it up right here and push that down really well. I really do. I'm obsessed with these new transfers, y'all. They're so awesome. Easy to clean. I hardly even take them inside to clean them anymore, okay? I usually clean them out here in my shed with just a spray bottle and that little dish mat with the board eraser, because I don't really have to scrub them because there's like no paste left on them, and it's amazing. So if you haven't tried it yet, if you've received one of them that you've ordered and you haven't tried it, go and try and make something with it, because you are going to be shocked. You're going to love it. Okay. This little pattern is so darn cute. I think I'm going to need another copy of this transfer because I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear this out. And as much as I love the leaves and everything else that come on it, I think this might be my favorite. Well, I mean, everything has a purpose, right? So I probably could find a project for the leaves that I would like it better, but I can think of about 100 things I can do with this right off the top of my head with the leopard. So, okay, here we go. And I've been wanting a leopard Yes, I have air conditioner and heat out here. So currently it is about 65 degrees. It feels a little warmer than that though, because it's such a small room. But the heater is pretty much set on 60 all the time. And it's pretty good like that. Okay, so this looks amazing. Okay, let's take this off. And it has a really great, powerful AC. And I mean, it's only 160 square feet, my shed. And probably a little bit less than that because of the sheetrock. And I think, I don't know if those dimensions are the outside dimensions because it's a shed, right? So, oh my gosh, y'all. I am loving this thing. Okay, so let me set this right over here. Well, let me see. I need to dry it first, and then we're going to move on. So let me just do this like that. So this is going to go on the rustic round. And I'm going to move this in just a second, but for now, I'm going to keep that right there. So it's going to go just like this on the rustic round. Similar to that, okay? We're going to line it up and everything, though. I do want to dry it first, so let's do that. And then we can start putting everything together. Well, the leaves are bigger than the leopard is. So this print is so tiny. Isn't it so cute? And just wait. Once we get it all put together, you're going to freak out. Okay? I promise you. Y'all are just going to love it whenever we put this thing together. Because the flowers on this are just so cute. I love the font. Okay. So, I think we're good now. So, let me see. We've got, I want to make sure before I start gluing anything down that everything is good with the spacing and all that good stuff, okay? So, I'm really liking this font for the hello, okay? I need to also look at that a little bit better and make sure it's straight. But for now, oh yeah, I'm glad I did this white. Let me see if I can. Shoot, I just broke it. Darn it. Careful when you pull this off the tape, okay? Now, we can fix it. It won't be that big of a deal. I actually have some super glue right here. So let me go ahead and just glue this back together. But I broke this right apart, okay? Because I was being too rough with it and not taking my time like I should have. But that's okay. We can fix it. No biggie. Hi, Bev. How are you? Hi, Linda. Oops. Hi, Linda. Oops. Okay. Alright, this is like squeezing everywhere. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna love this project, Sue. I'm glad you ordered this one also. So, once I get this glued back together, I might need to just touch it up a tiny bit right there with paint, but it won't be a biggie, okay? I might be better off gluing that once I set it, actually. So, just like that. Alright, that end, man, that really stinks that I did that. Okay, so we also have multiple piece flowers, okay? So, remember these that we just painted? So let me just see if I can set these down in the order that I have them on here, because I figured out exactly how they go perfectly in here prior to my live, because I was kind of stressing about it. Because you gotta like fit them on here. So make sure that you, before you glue anything, you lay it all out and make sure that it works, okay? Before you start gluing. I am a offender, multiple time offender of starting to glue and then being like, oh no, that's wrong, okay? So just make sure that you think about where your placement is. And that's why, like, with the letters and stuff, I wanted to make sure that I have it all figured out. See, like, I think this one actually goes there, and this one goes here, and they kind of curve into the umbrella, okay? So then you can tell, but you can use my picture as a go-by whenever I get this one all completed. Am I losing my mind? Oh, slightly, yes. Just a little. I'm like, where's that flower? Trying to figure out what is going on here, but I had it setting right here. Look, y'all, I'm going crazy. Just one day at a time. All right. Then okay, just like that. And then whenever we glue them individually, I'm going to use super glue on the flowers because it will help let you place them, okay? Because if you don't and you get them like slightly off a little bit, then you're going to have a green background. So you might want to paint your flowers, the flower part, the same colors as the flower. I did not do that. But isn't it so cute, Alma? I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just using this gel super glue that I always use. And I'm setting that down, and I'm using this because I can place it. And it doesn't quite take hold until it's been there for a minute, or not a minute, but a couple of seconds. So it gives you a little bit of time to really commit, okay? Because I find that sometimes I gotta slide something around to make sure that the edges are lined up and all that good stuff, okay? So go to Dollar Tree and grab yourself some of the super glue. I get it in the automotive aisle. And it's the green one, the gel, okay? Make sure you get that one because the other regular super glue is too runny. And in my opinion, it just doesn't work as good, okay? Yeah, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm constantly, okay? I'll have my sunglasses on my hair, in my head, on my head, my gosh. Looking for my sunglasses. I will be talking on my cell phone. Literally have it to my ear looking for my cell phone. Okay. Many things I will have in my hand or very close at hand, or I just had it in my hand and I will lose it. And I swear, I'm like immediately thinking, well, it's gone forever. And usually it's not, but most of the time it's in a silly place like that. Okay. And that happened because I moved that other flower around because I thought that was where it went, and that wasn't right. So that's why these things happen to me. All right, here we go. Last little tulip. Okay, good. Because it's constantly happening to me. I mean, I'm telling you, I will set something down and then, or have it in my hand and be looking for it and not a clue where I put it, what's happened. I don't know. All right. So that's a pretty cute little tulip. I like it. All right, now I can actually line all this stuff up and figure out where my letters need to go. Okay, so let's do that real quick, and then we can get back to our evening. Now, I am wearing shorts, so don't mind my pants, okay? Yeah, exactly. I do it all the time. Sorry, I had to readjust my shorts because they, you know, they ride up. It's not good, okay? I'm sorry. Just don't mind me, okay? All right. Hi, Sandra. Sorry, I'm over here embarrassing myself. It is hereditary, I'm telling you right now. It for sure is. Okay, so I think my placement is pretty good. Sorry for my shorts being all up in my junk, but, or just like up, you know, whatever. I think I'm good now. So, for the letters up here, these really skinny ones, I think I want to go ahead and use super glue on that one too, okay? Oh my God, Sue. I've had a coffee cup on my roof. I know that's like such a, like, it happens in the movies. I forget what the word is. But I swear to you, I've done that with like a metal coffee cup before. Okay, because I'm a dodo head. I don't know what to say. All right. But I do know that this is stinking cute. Purse on the roof of the car. I can see that. Me doing that. Or forgetting things in the car, period. Okay? Leaving uncountable things. Clothing items. Drinks, coffee cups. Oh, so did I tell y'all that whenever I went to Denver last summer, every time I travel, I take a coffee mug with me, okay? Like a travel mug. Every time, and then I just wash it at my destination every morning before I get coffee, and then I use that for my coffee, okay? Every day I drink out of one of those, and so I do it when I travel too, and it helps me, because I don't like those little small coffee cups that they have like in offices and stuff, and I don't think I get enough coffee in it, and it gets cold too fast and all that other stuff, okay? So I take my coffee cup with me every time I travel, and when I went to Denver, I had my favorite one. I think I probably told y'all this story. So I am going to do these flowers first, and then I'm going to place the umbrella around it, because I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to place this umbrella perfectly again. And I want to make sure that I have it in a place, and then I can just slide it up to my flowers. Hopefully that's not a bad idea. Anyways, so I have my coffee cup, my orange one, that's my favorite Yeti cup of all time. And Chris knows that this is my favorite Yeti cup of all time. So if it's clean, on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings when he makes my coffee, he puts it in that cup if it's clean, okay? So anyway, several, probably weeks, maybe months go by after I get back from Denver, and he's like, where is your orange Yeti cup? I haven't seen it. It's not in the cabinet. It's not in the dishwasher. Where is it? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's in my car. I have no idea. Y'all, it was in the bag still, okay? It was clean, thank God. But it was in my bag, rolling around in the bottom of my bag, because oh my God, Veronica, wow. Thank you. I'm glad you understand. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like, you have no idea. Anyways, it was still in my bag, packed, or like because I never cleaned out my bag, y'all. I'm horrible. I'm the worst whenever it comes to unpacking. When I get home, I did actually unpack my bag from San Antonio already. And I have a bunch of transfers that you probably haven't actually seen in person yet, because I won a transfer set because I bought some tickets. Oh, shoot. I bought some tickets for Watts of Love, and I entered into the drawing for the transfers, and I ended up winning those. So let me, after we get done gluing all this together, I'll show you those real quick, okay, from the new launch. And I mean, you've probably, hopefully seen pictures of them already from like the catalog or whatever, if you've looked. But they're so, so cute. Oh my gosh. The Easter ones, y'all, are like, oh my God, they really outdid themselves this year. Oh goodness. Ah. I'm going to probably have to do that one separate. That's okay, because I need to like piece that one on because I messed up. Yeah, I definitely will, Deborah. As soon as we get done gluing all this, I need to glue this umbrella on, and then we'll be set. Oh my God, that's upside down. I'm like, how is that a letter? It's because it wasn't quite a letter. I swear, y'all, I am like losing my mind here, okay? Half the time, I've gone crazy. Now, please be careful with your letters and don't break them, okay? And message me if you do, and I'll send you a new one, a new word, okay? All right. I am going to touch this up just a little bit and see if I can try and hide that where the break is. It's not that noticeable. It'll be fine. Okay. Now we have just this dude that needs to go on here. So I'm going to give him a generous amount of hot glue. Oh, and I have the handle too. I forgot about that. Okay, and take it and just slide it up right to butt up with my flowers, okay? And then let us not forget about the little yellow handle. Try not to burn my finger again. I got myself pretty good a minute ago. With that little eye dot thing, tittle. It's called a tittle. If you didn't know, now you know. Oh my gosh. Look how cute this is. OMG. That is stinking adorable. So let me just put a hanger on it. And you know what I'm going to do? I always do it. I can't be helped, okay? Every time that I make one of these, I just love using jute. And I still haven't looked for my other one, so we're going to use about 1 million pieces of this one and just wrap it around itself and make it big and strong, okay? All right, let's do it. Yeah, that'll do. So, I got rid of my scissors too soon. All right. All right, I'm really happy about this. Yes, I do need somebody to buy my home. It's a super cute little house. It's 3 bedrooms, and it's got a 160 square foot shed in the back that is fully insulated, air conditioned, and was professionally installed or built on site. And I did have electricians come out and wire it all up. And the AC has a warranty on it as well. Plus, there's warranty from the guys that installed it and all that good stuff. They pulled all their permits, all legal and legit. Come by my house. And it's like kind of out in the country, but not. It sort of feels like it's far out, but it's really not that far. It's pretty great. Okay. that, I just like to glue it on the back so that my knot won't come undone. And then that way it gives it just a little bit of stability back there. But look how cute that is. And I have my little leopard print on my umbrella. I think this turned out, y'all, absolutely perfect. Isn't that super cute? All right, so you can comment the word umbrella to get all the supplies to make this little cutie patootie. Okay, isn't it so cute, Alma? You can make this. It's so easy. Okay, comment umbrella, get one for yourself, and post it in my VIP. I would love to see what you make. Okay, I love you all. Happy Friday night. Thank you for hanging out with me. You know I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I love you guys. See ya.